From forcing your kids to clean messes no child should, to slowly leading them to their own death. These are hands down the worst parents to ever show up on My 600-Pound Life. Starting with season 5's Kristen Perez, one of the worst parents in the show's history.
Got to the point where I can barely even stand to be in the same room as Liv anymore.
Leaving her kids behind while she spiraled into drugs and emotionally manipulating them while she's at it. This was just an average Monday for Kristen's kids.
Growing up, I didn't really get to see my mom that much because she was doing drugs and stuff, and she didn't want me to be around that.
And after staying sober for 6 months, Kristen decided to move back in with her parents, but not without an ulterior motive. You see, Kristen had gotten so big, she literally couldn't take care of herself anymore.
My mom gets my food ready, she washes my clothes, and at times she has to help me wipe my butt.
She needed someone to do all her tasks for her.
Nico.
What?
Bring me my cane. I hardly get out of the house because it just hurts to move.
Instead of worrying about school or friends, his life revolved around his mom.
Sometimes my mom wants me to bring extra food into the room without my grandma knowing.
She would even blame Nako for not helping her enough when they moved to Houston. The list just gets longer.
It's been a week since my mom and dad left me with Nico. Honestly, I'm just disappointed in how little help he's been to me.
The poor kid had to share the room with her. Kristen had completely taken over Nico's life, but she wasn't the only one. Over in season 3, Pauline Potter took it even further, forcing her son Dylan to become her full-time caretaker.
One at a time. Oh, okay, now the other one.
At 700 pounds, Pauline held the Guinness title of World's Heaviest Woman, but her reputation of being the worst mother on the show preceded that.
My mom, but since she's this heavy, whatever I'm doing, I have to stop and just take care of her and help her.
She had a better relationship with food than she had with her 21-year-old son, Dylan. Pauline's needs had consumed her son's life.
Because I have such limited activities in my life, food is one of my activities, so I look forward to it as an event.
Even at the store, she was ordering him around and grabbing the biggest things she could find.
See these tongs, honey? What I want you to do is I want you to use the tongs and take the top one off and get me the bottom underneath because it'll be fresher.
She knew her choices could destroy both her and her son. Dylan was stuck playing the role of parent, caretaker, and emotional punching bag, all rolled into one.
All he has ever known is a mother that weighed at least 500, and then 600, and then 700.
There was nothing mother-son about this relationship. He wasn't just helping his mom, he was raising her.
He has to help me put my pants on my legs because I can't bend over to do it. My legs are too big.
You could see it. Dylan was carrying way more than any child should.
Jill, can you bring me a towel? Dylan is her only child. He's always taking care of Pauline.
Dylan is 21, and his full-time job is taking care of me.
All Dylan ever wanted was to see his mom do things on her own. But that wasn't going to happen because Pauline was nowhere ready to change.
I just do wish that she could walk longer and stand up longer so I wouldn't have to help her with everything.
No matter how bad it got, Pauline still found a way to make herself the victim. Every bad decision had a reason.
I've been trying to eat better, but there still is mostly just fast food around, so that makes it tough.
At this point, it was obvious. Pauline had no interest in changing her stubborn attitude or her victim mentality, not even for her son. Just like Sean's mother, in season 4, episode 12, who couldn't take any blame for Sean's health. Sean's mother was one of the most talked about stars, and not for good reasons.
Drumstick. Thanks.
The only thing that really helps calm me down is food.
Overfeeding Sean and enabling his addiction, she was unknowingly Sean's biggest enemy.
The last calories that I was trying to get him at was approximately 2,500 a day. We were at 2,500 a day, yeah.
2,500 calories is actually insane. Sean was in deep waters. The first scale he got on couldn't even register his weight since it went over the limit. And it was not just his fault.
His mom has to stop overfeeding him, and Sean needs to take this seriously and make changes now.
After his first visit, instead of losing weight, he had gained even more. At this point, Sean is over 1,000 pounds, and there was no one to blame but his mother.
Sean hasn't really adapted to the new diet just yet, but we're trying.
Sean's mother was slowly killing him. After being discharged from the hospital, Sean and his mom were slowly going back to their old ways.
Truthfully, we're probably hitting closer to 14 to 1,500 calories a day, and sometimes even a little more than that.
That was double the amount he was supposed to be eating. That was the last straw for Dr. Now.
You can't keep manipulating everyone like you have done with your mother. Either this stops now, or you can try to figure it out on your own.
It was clear the issue ran deeper. After watching Sean's enabler mom feeding him to a full 1,000 pounds, we moved to Milla Clark, another season 4 parent who dragged her own kids into a life they never asked for. And using your childhood trauma to justify your current actions was just not it.
She never said it, she never hugged me or kissed me, but what she would do is feed us.
Milla's kids were forced to grow up fast.
She wants me to take care of the kids. If they don't get the update, they will pass, and we don't want to lose them.
Since the start, her 5 kids had to handle everything from laundry to bathing her, while she kept devouring her favorite foods.
I told all of them, I'm sorry that I let myself get into the situation.
Her husband's own illness made it hard for him to keep up, so the kids knew they were on their own. The burden was extra heavy on her eldest, who had to step in as the second parent at just 20.
Why?
Cause you already know, Mom. Why do you do that?
Go and pick up my pizza right now.
I think I'll let you know.
No, right now.
It is wild to think that even while being stuck in bed, she still found a way to boss people around. Milla's children loved their mom, so they showed it in the only way they knew, bringing her food.
Milla's dynamic at home is concerning to me. She has a lot of young kids that bring her food.
And she took complete advantage of that fact.
They just love me so much, they just bring it to me.
They love you so much, they kill you with the love, right?
Yes, I can, yes.
Milla had found a way to weaponize their love. Even though she eventually showed progress, the damage was done. Milla managed to give her kids hope in the end. Season 5's James King did the opposite. Weighing in at 735 pounds, not only was James' life at stake, but so was his family's. They were prisoners to James's choices.
And I'm worried that he's close to losing it all. He basically already has.
And he was willing to do absolutely nothing to fix it.
Sometimes it feels like my dad cares more about the food than it does his own family. And the path that my dad is on right now is headed towards death.
James had completely given up on himself and was headed towards his own death through eating.
Don't eat too much and get sick.
I've been handed a death sentence, so I can't see any other way than to just give up and accept my fate.
Meanwhile, Bailey had lost everything. Her friends, her education, and any chance of a normal teenage life. Instead of hanging out after school, she was stuck at home, bathing and cooking for her father.
James cannot take care of himself at all. He cannot bathe himself. He cannot use the restroom. He has to wear a catheter.
Making your child drop out of school, her only chance of having a good life, just to make her clean your back, is actually monstrous.
I better get what I want, or I'm really gonna be upset.
And yet, even with his entire family's future hanging by a thread, James still refused to get better. These were hard to watch, but trust me, you haven't seen anything yet. Stick around, cause our next video dives even deeper into the darker side of my 600-pound life.